Vancouver's townhome market is heating up. Prices are on the rise. What is driving this trend? So we're going to look at the numbers and the stats to see how townhomes are performing against other property types like detached homes and condos. And we're going to analyze factors that contribute to this surge in pricing. Also, you don't miss any big market moves so you can stay on top of trends and make good educated decisions. My name is 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒. I'm a top producing realtor here in the greater Vancouver area. If you like market update videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe. So if we look at price increases between, let's say, townhomes and the detached market, benchmark price for detached homes in North Vancouver actually fell in November 2024. So prices dropped 3.4%. But when we look at townhomes in the same area, North Vancouver, we see the benchmark price actually increased by 7.4%. So a huge gap in performance. So here's an example where we're seeing a huge increase in price for townhomes and a decrease in price for detached homes. The same can be seen in East Van on a smaller scale where there's a 2.2% increase in price for November 2024, but townhomes in the same area are up 5.5%. So what we're seeing here is the gap in prices between detached market and townhomes is shrinking. Townhomes are getting more expensive and the detached market is getting cheaper. We're going to go into what this actually means for you as a buyer, but the short version of it is for some buyers, it might make more sense to pay a little bit extra and get into the detached market than to pay extra and just stay in the townhome market. So for sales volume, townhomes are up 7.4% year over year, which is huge. So there are a few factors driving the surge in townhome prices. The first one is the affordability relative to detached homes. So detached homes are averaging almost $2 million in Greater Vancouver. So townhomes offer a more affordable alternative for families seeking space. This is especially true in a slower buyer's market where prices are trending downwards, where prices are more depressed. And when we look at the gap between condos and townhomes, suddenly it's more realistic for these buyers in condos to upsize into a townhome. And when you look at the math, this makes sense. Let's say for easy math, there's a 10% decrease in price. You have a $1 million townhome and a $500,000 condo. So if you sell your condo at a net loss of 10%, so let's call it a $50,000 loss, then you purchase your townhome at a 10% discount, $100,000 discount. Transitioning from your condo to a townhome, you actually net $50,000 in value by getting a bigger net discount on your larger purchase. So next is limited supply and high demand. So don't quote me on this, but I believe it's true. Townhomes are the least available by volume of property type. So there's a lot of options for detached homes, a lot of options for condos, but oftentimes your townhome selection is limited, especially if you want to live in a particular neighborhood or have access to certain schools, which is really important for people that are upsizing. And then for the people that are downsizing, you often want single level living or at least have your master on the main floor. Executive style townhomes. These are even more rare. So yes, there are limitations on new townhome developments. Some builders may be more incentivized to build a triplex or a quadplex, or maybe skip the townhomes completely and go straight into a low rise. And with these new rules in place, allowing you to build a lot of different types of units like triplex, quadplex, and bigger, and also higher density projects where you weren't able to build these types of things like a 4 to 6 story low-rise building. We will see how these changes impact the supply of townhomes and the availability of them down the road. And then lastly, there's a shift in buyer preference. Post-pandemic, buyers are prioritizing more space, private amenities, in some scenarios making townhomes more attractive than condos. And yes, of course, buyers looking at purchasing a townhome are always looking for the freedom or the independence, but why now? Well, one key factor that a lot of people aren't considering is that new townhomes are getting smaller. It is often more profitable for builders to develop 3 to 4 bed townhomes under 1,500 square feet, more densely packed, and it's not so common to see these sprawling large townhomes that you used to get back in the day. So with the decreased interest rates and the downward pressure that has on pricing, more buyers are coming out of the woodwork, and they're quickly eating up the available supply of townhomes. Which goes into the last argument, what are the implications and future outlook? So first, let's look at market stability. Despite price increases, the townhome sector of the market shows signs of stability and moderate growth compared to more volatile segments of the market. So if you're looking to purchase a townhome, as long as it's got a good layout, it's in a good neighborhood with good access to amenities, you can feel confident in the long-term outlook of your purchase. Which goes perfectly into my second point, which is the potential for future appreciation. So with the ongoing demand and limited supply, that would suggest townhome prices in the long run will continue to be stable and potentially rise at a very stable rate. So while townhomes aren't ideal for investors because the rent to value ratio just doesn't really make sense, when you can get something for way cheaper and get similar rents. But if you're a buyer that's looking to get a good deal on a townhome, this may be the market for you, especially given the changes to your minimum down payment. Suddenly you're able to put less than 20% down on a $1.5 million townhome. So as I see it, as buyers are able to more easily afford a townhome, the sooner prices will start to go up. So in summary, the falling interest rates, putting downward pressure on prices, and bringing down that gap from condos to townhomes, and combine that to the recent changes that CMHC made for minimum down payments on insured mortgages, these townhomes that are under $1.5 million will likely see their benchmark price start to increase over time because buyers are more easily able to afford these larger homes. But again, a lot of this is speculation and just my opinion on the stats. And the numbers don't lie, and we can only use them to predict what is going to happen in the future. And every buyer scenario is different, so take everything with a grain of salt. I encourage you to stay informed. I have a ton of market update videos that I think will be helpful for you. So subscribe and stay informed in a dynamic market. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.